All right, welcome to this daily reading. Connecting this, the power of the subconscious mind, the connecting link, which is the 11th step towards riches. I'm going to connect it with the previous topic, which was the power of autosuggestion, how the power of autosuggestion and then the subconscious mind connect. And these two principles can create your wealth and prosperity. The subconscious mind, the connecting link. 11 Steps Towards Riches by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, 1937. The subconscious mind consists of a field of consciousness in which every impulse of thought that reaches the conscious mind through any of the five senses is classified and recorded, and from which thoughts may be recalled or withdrawn as letters as may be taken of a filing cabinet. It receives and files sense impressions or thoughts regardless of their nature. You may voluntarily plant in your subconscious mind any plan, thought, or purpose that you desire to translate into its physical or monetary equivalent. The subconscious acts first on the dominating desires that have been mixed with emotional feelings such as faith. Consider this in connection with the instructions given in the chapter of desire for taking the 6 steps outlined there, and the instructions given in the chapter on organized planning. You will understand the importance of the thought conveyed. The subconscious mind works day and night. Through a method of procedure unknown to man, the subconscious mind draws upon the forces of infinite intelligence for the power with which it voluntarily transmutes one's desires into their physical equivalent, making use always of the most practical media by which this end may be accomplished. You cannot entirely control your subconscious mind, but you can voluntarily hand over to it any plan, desire, or purpose that you wish transformed into its concrete form. Read again instructions for using the subconscious mind in the chapter on autosuggestion. So desire, faith, autosuggestion, persistence, tapping into the subconscious mind, they all go hand in hand. So each principle leads to the next one. And again, it's the 13 principles of the philosophy of the Think and Grow Rich philosophy of success. So again, it's a textbook for riches that you want to review again and again and again through repetition, through emotion, through feeling. And that's what will develop that wealth and money consciousness for you. How to energize your subconscious mind for creative effort. Napoleon Hill talks about this. The possibilities of creative effort connected with the subconscious mind are stupendous and imponderable. They inspire one with awe. Just reading that just makes me have goosebumps. Like that is just like so powerful beyond anything we can really comprehend, beyond our imagination, tapping into that subconscious, which is the connecting link to infinite intelligence. Phenomenal, Infinite intelligence governs and watches over all my financial transactions. Whatsoever I do shall prosper. That's a great affirmation for increasing your investments in your stocks, bonds, real estate, or any of your investments. You want to say that over and over again. Infinite intelligence governs and watches over all my financial transactions. Whatsoever I do shall prosper. Infinite intelligence governs and watches over all my financial transactions. Whatsoever I do shall prosper. Infinite intelligence governs and watches over all my financial transactions. Whatsoever I do shall prosper. Repeat it again and again and again through repetition, and you'll see it manifest in your outer world, and abundance will flow to you with effortless ease, because you know what? Abundance is your birthright. We are here to live the abundant life. Man was not here to live on bread alone. We need true place, peace of mind, and financial abundance. You deserve it because you're unique, you can do anything, and you have unlimited power at your disposal. I never approached the discussion of the subconscious mind without feeling a little of inferiority due perhaps to the fact that man's entire stock of knowledge on the subject is pitifully limited. Again, if you want more information about reading about the subconscious mind, one of the best books I can recommend is from Dr. Joseph Murphy called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So you might want to read that book to gain more information about the subconscious mind and its powers and how you can use it for your goals and your health, wealth, and happiness, and plus how you can help out and reach out and help others to make a difference in their lives as well. It's a great book, Dr. Joseph Murphy, The Power of Subconscious Mind, which was written in 1968, I believe, and it's a classic. It's sold over millions of copies, and Dr. Joseph Murphy's written over 40 or 50 books, but that is the classic. Yeah. You will also understand why you've been repeatedly admonished to make your desires clear and to reduce them to writing. So again, you want your goals reduced to writing. You will also understand the necessity of persistence in carrying out instructions. So you want to keep a pen and a paper near you wherever you are and keep writing it down. Program your goals again and again. The 13 principles are the stimuli with which you acquire the ability to reach and to influence their subconscious mind. Do not become discouraged if you cannot do this upon the first attempt. Remember that the subconscious mind may be voluntarily directed only through habit under the directions given in the chapter on faith. You have not yet had time to master faith. And these two words are priceless. Remember, always in life and anything, be patient, be persistent. Be patient, be persistent. Be patient, be persistent. There's a fine line there. We have to walk the middle road there. You want to be persevering, but at the same time, let go, be patient. Be patient, persist. Be patient, persist. Let go, detach, but persist. Patience and persistence are the keys to success. In this culture, though, in the Western culture, we have to learn how to be more patient. I think in the Eastern cultures, they've learned and they've been conditioned and trained to be more patient. So I think our work is to be not on being patient and also training ourselves to be persistent as well. Remember, your subconscious mind functions voluntarily, whether you make any effort to influence or not. This naturally suggests to you that thoughts of fear and poverty and all negative thoughts serve as a stimuli to your subconscious mind. Unless you master these impulses and give it more desirable food upon which it may feed, the subconscious mind will not remain idle. If you fail to plant desires in your subconscious mind, it will feed upon the thoughts that reach it as the result of your neglect. We have already explained the thought impulses, both negative and positive, are reaching the subconscious mind continuously. Some of these impulses are negative, some are positive. You're now engaged in trying to help shut off the flow of negative impulses and to aid in voluntary influencing your subconscious mind through positive impulses of desire. When you achieve this, you will possess the key that unlocks the door to the subconscious mind. Moreover, you will control that door so completely that no undesirable thought may influence your subconscious mind. Everything that man creates begins in the form of thought impulse. Man can create nothing that he's not first conceived in thought. Through his aid of his imagination, thought impulses may be assembled into plans. The imagination, when under control, may be used for the creation of plans or purposes that lead to success in one's chosen occupation. Make your positive emotions work for you. There are 7 major positive emotions and 7 major negative emotions. The negatives voluntarily inject themselves into thought impulses, which ensure passage into the subconscious mind. The positives must be injected through the principle of autosuggestion into the thought impulses that an individual wishes to pass on to his subconscious mind. Instructions have been given on the chapter on autosuggestion. These emotions or feeling impulses may be likened to yeast in a loaf of bread because they constitute the action element, which transform thought impulses from the passive to the active state. Thus, may one understand why thought impulses, having well mixed with emotion, are acted upon more readily than thought impulses originating in cold reason. You are preparing yourself to influence and control the inner audience of your subconscious mind in order to hand over to it the desire for money, with which you transmute it into its monetary equivalent. It is essential, therefore, that you understand the method of approach to this inner audience. You must speak its language. It understands the best the language of emotion or feeling. Let us therefore describe here the 7 major positive emotions and the 7 major negative emotions, so that you may draw upon the positives and avoid the negatives when giving instructions to your subconscious mind. The 7 major positive emotions: the emotion of desire, the emotion of faith, the emotion of love, the emotion of sex, the emotion of enthusiasm, the emotion of romance, and the emotion of hope. There are other positive emotions, but these are the 7 most powerful and the ones most commonly used in creative effort. Master these 7 emotions. They can be only mastered by use, and the other positive emotions will be at your command when you need them. Remember in this connection that you're studying a book that is intended to help you develop a money consciousness by filling your mind with positive emotions. Now let's go over the negative emotions, which are to be avoided. The 7 major negative emotions to be avoided: the emotion of fear, the emotion of jealousy, the emotion of hatred, the emotion of revenge, the emotion of greed, the emotion of superstition, and the emotion of anger. Positive and negative emotions cannot occupy the mind at the same time. One or the other must dominate. It is your responsibility to make sure that positive emotions constitute the dominating influences of your mind. Here, the law of habit will come to your aid. Form the habit of applying and using positive emotions. Eventually, they will dominate your mind so completely that the negatives cannot enter it. Only by following these instructions literally and continuously can you gain control of your subconscious mind. The secret of effective prayer. If you pray for a thing but have fears, you pray that you may not receive it or that the prayer will not be acted upon by intermittent intelligence, your prayer will have been in vain. If you've ever had the experience of receiving for that which you have prayed, go back in your memory and recall your actual state of mind while you are praying, and you will know for sure that the theory here described is more than a theory. The method by which you may communicate with infinite intelligence is very similar to that through which the vibration of sound is communicated by radio. If you understand the working principle of radio, you of course know that sound cannot be communicated until it has been changed into a rate of vibration that human ear cannot detect. The radio sending station picks up the sound of the human voice and modifies it by stepping up the vibration millions of times. Only in this way can energy of sound be communicated through space. After this transformation has taken place, the energy, which originally was in the form of vibration of sound, is carried to radio receivers, and these receiving sets reconvert that energy into its original rate of vibration so it is recognized as sound. The subconscious mind is the intermediary that translates one prayers into terms which infinite intelligence can recognize, presents the message, and brings back the answer in the form of a definite plan or idea for procuring the object of the prayer. Understand this principle, and you will know why mere words from a prayer book cannot and will not serve as an agency of communication between the mind of man and infinite intelligence. So when you go to prayer, you want to be in the state of mind of positive expectancy, of hope, of excitement. You want to be in a frame of positive emotions and state of mind of that, and positive expectation, and that makes a difference in making your prayers and come true. And again, you're tapping into the infinite intelligence. You want to go there with a positive state of mind, not a negative state of mind. That concludes the chapter on the power of the subconscious mind, the 11th step towards riches, the connecting link. I'll see you again. See you tomorrow. Namaste. All things the Father hath are mine. I and my Father are one. I am one with God, and God is everything. I am deeply grateful for every day and for all the great abundance in my life. My gratitude opens me up to unlimited financial success. I handle and invest my money wisely and I profit daily. The wealth of my Creator is circulating throughout my life as well, flows to me in avalanches of abundance. Money is forever circulating freely in my life, and there's always a divine surplus. God is the source of my supply, and all my financial and other needs are met at every moment in time, point, and space. There's always a divine surplus. Infinite intelligence governs and watches over all my financial transactions. Whatsoever I do shall prosper. Abundance flows to me naturally. There is no limit to my wealth. I communicate freely with others. I am powerful, persuasive, creative, and productive. I'm unstoppable. I do whatever it takes. I'm more powerful than the obstacle. I choose to be powerful, strong, and confident. I am calm, centered, and at peace. I'm always at peace because I trust and follow my internal guidance. My confidence is unshakable because I live my life in integrity. Namaste.